Accumulate is sponsored by Eclectic Games, where excellent gaming experience is guaranteed. For all your card and board gaming needs, Eclectic Games is opposite the post office in Market Way in Reading Town Centre. Visit their website at www.eclecticgames.co.uk or search Facebook or Twitter for Eclectic Games. Hello and welcome to a special second chance edition of Accumulate, the game show where things can quickly add up. I'm your host Daniel Peake, and beside me are two teams who are quite frankly losers. They've lost on the show before and they're here, they're back for a second chance. In fact, the host is a bit of a loser as well. Our sponsors this series are Eclectic Games. You can see their website, www.eclecticgames.co.uk, for all your board gaming needs. They're just opposite the post office in Market Way in Reading, and they're well worth a visit. The winning team, having not lost, which is a new experience for both of you, will go through to the semi-finals, and then they could win and go through to the finals and win 6 board games provided by Eclectic Games, our sponsors. So let's meet our losing teams. Last time they were Team Radio, but this time they're Radio 2. Let's meet Sammy.
Hi, I'm Sammy. I'm an English literature third year student, and once I shared a bottle of wine with Dick from Dick and Dom.
Who had the most, did you or did he?
He definitely had more.
Here's Doug.
Hi, my name's Doug. I'm a second year English language student and my favourite food is lasagna.
Like Garfield?
Yes.
You don't look like Garfield.
No.
He's got more hair.
I'm an orange.
It's very a bit orange.
That's true. And here's their cat Tim. Tim.
Hi, I'm Tim. I'm a second year English literature student, and in my lifetime I have had 4 pet rats.
Were they tasty?
I did not eat them. That's quite cruel, they all died.
Never mind. In the first week we had Team Bring It. Well, they've returned. So let's welcome Team Bring It Back. It's Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben and I study history and I've never turned around before.
Not even a U-turn in a car?
I failed my driving test 2 many times. At least 7.
That you've failed a driving test at least 7 times?
Yeah, and that didn't make my interesting fact. So interesting.
Here's Tom.
I'm Tom. I'm studying English literature and film and theatre, and Danny Dyer is a regular at my local pub.
Fantastic. I have no idea who he is.
What's he like?
He does buy rounds in, but not for me because I work behind the bar. So.
Here's the team captain. It's Cameron.
I'm Cameron. I'm a third year English literature student, and I'm Accumulate's #1 fan. So I can genuinely say it's a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you, Cameron.
Excellent.
Round 1 is the accumulator. Let's begin. Round 1 is the accumulator. 5 questions for each team. The first is worth 1, the second is worth 2, all the way up to question 5, worth 5. We tossed a coin before the show began, and the blue team, Radio 2, you lost the toss, so you lose, you choose, so you get a choice of categories. Would you like I or nay? I or nay?
I or nay?
I say
What?
I.
I. You've gone for
obscure.
I. Hoping for parts of the eye, maybe?
No.
Oh, well, something in the answers relates to parts of the eye. Sammy, you've got the 1 point question.
Okay.
So question 1 for 1.
Nay.
Also the same name as a part of the eye. What is the name given to a student at a school?
People.
A pupil! Correct. Doug, thank you. Yes, I knew your name. Question 2 for 2 points. What metal device is attached to the top of a tall building and earthed to the ground to conduct any atmospheric electricity away from and protect the building?
Lightning rod.
Lightning rod, correct. Rod being part of the eye.
Yes.
Question 3 for 3. What is the title of Robbie Williams' first album as a solo artist?
Retina?
It's worth a try, Tim. It's Life Through a Lens.
Oh, of course it is.
Not a Robbie Williams fan?
No, not really.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not since the accident.
For 4 points, you may now confer which rugby union club has its home ground
overtake that
at
time.
Majeski Stadium at Reading.
London Irish.
Yes, London Irish. Iris.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, they don't get any better. Similar to Cheesia, What word is the comparative term for the adjective relating to a joke that is hackneyed, insipid, or trite, much like the jokes on Accumulate?
Similar to cheesy.
Like cheesier.
Does it rhyme with cheesier?
Wait, what? Can you repeat the question?
Similar to cheesier, what word is the comparative form of the adjective relating to a joke that is hackneyed, insipid, or trite?
Hackney-eyed.
I don't know.
Hackneyed. Hackneyed?
Maybe
is that
hackneyed.
right? Hackneyed.
That would make sense. Sorry.
Similar.
Anyway, I'm bored. Hurry up.
Trite.
If it's like cheesier, it's cornea.
I was
Cornea
about
is
to
part
say
of
that.
the eye.
Just the wording of the question was so confusing.
It was a bit, but you should have been more intelligent. At the end of that, you got 7 points.
Strong.
So, can team bring it back do any better? You've got the category name. What do you think it might be about?
Horses.
That's a good bet. Horses, types of horse, all terms in horse racing are in the answers. So, question 1, it's to Ben. What alliterative name is used in America as another name for the game of noughts and crosses?
Is that tic-tac-toe?
It is tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac is the form of betting slang. For 2 points, Tom. What name is given to the injury suffered, often in a minor car accident, due to rapid neck movement?
Whiplash.
Whiplash. Yes, whip. 3 points, Cameron. According to the McFly single, what did the girl have 5 of in her hair?
Colours.
Colours. They're the name for what jockeys wear, silks or colours. For 4 points, you may now confer. In EastEnders, how was the Walford Investments informally known?
Can we have that question again?
In EastEnders, how was Walford Investments informally known?
Informally, remember?
No, look, I
Not
don't watch
that
EastEnders. Why are you looking at me?
Watch the Descendants.
I don't know.
Horsepound.
Horsepound.
Black Beauty.
Black Beauty is incorrect. The correct answer is The Firm.
Yeah, that's before my time. I mean, I don't watch EastEnders.
It was before your time, but it came back a few years ago, so it wasn't necessarily completely before your time.
Then,
I can't remember. Question 5 for 5. In George Orwell's novel Animal Farm, which pig became the main antagonist and president of Animal Farm, sharing his name with a French military leader?
Napoleon.
Napoleon is correct. Nap being the best tip of the day. At the end of that round, Team Radio 2, you're on 7 points. Whilst Team Bring It Back, you're on 11. Very well done. You could make a superstore in America with that, couldn't you? 7-Eleven.
We're never joining them.
It's time for round 2. Speculate to accumulate. Round 2 is speculate to accumulate. I'm going to give each team a list with 6 objects on it. But one of them is a red herring. So when they're putting them in order, which they have to do to get points, they must get rid of the red herring and put the other 5 in order. So I'm going to give you 6 objects. One of them is a red herring. Get rid of it. All of this in 45 seconds. Blue team, Radio 2, you lose, you choose. So you get the choice of categories for this round. Would you like status or symbol? Status, symbol.
I'm drawn to symbol. I don't know why I'm drawn to it, man.
Symbol. So, starting with the first alphabetically, can you put these chemical symbols in alphabetical order according to the written name of the element they represent? Remember, one is a red herring, does not belong to the list. Your answers are K, N, V, W, X, and Y. And your 45 seconds starts now.
That's really difficult. What's potassium?
W doesn't exist, surely.
What's Y though?
Y does exist,
Okay.
I think.
Is this neon?
Neon.
That is a
Oh, yeah,
thing.
you're probably right.
N-O-P, the P would come after.
P.
Beryllium.
Or maybe it doesn't exist. Because anyone think of anything that's W? I don't recall seeing a W on a periodic table.
No. Oh, this is really difficult.
It's not meant to be easy, and you're meant to speculate.
X for
10
xenon.
seconds.
Y for something else.
Should we just say this? Are we going to get any
Feeling
further?
it.
Feeling it. It spells Zykoven.
Time. Okay, what is first alphabetically?
N.
Which stands for
Neon.
nitrogen. You're right. You got the letter in the right place. That's the right thing. You get a point for that. Next.
V.
No, it's K for potassium.
Oh, but I meant that.
Next.
K for
K
potassium.
for potassium.
No, it should be W for tungsten.
Oh.
That's your red
Nice,
herring.
nice.
So W, Tungsten, its Latin name is wolfram, which is why
Excellent.
it was named W. Next,
Why?
it's actually V for vanadium.
Why?
And finally, you have
X.
X was the red herring, because if you put an X, it's wrong. So that's why that was the red herring. Y is for yttrium. Y-T-T-R-I-U-M. So you get a point.
Marvellous.
Thank you.
Better than no points. So, bring it back. You've got status, or should I say state US. Starting with the furthest west, put these US states in order of location, west to east. Remember, one answer is a red herring and does not belong to the list. Your answers are NC, ND, NH, NM, NO, and NV. Your 45 seconds start now.
It's New Hampshire.
Oh,
That goes
good one.
right down there.
So this is east. This is east.
Just put it
Down
there,
here
just put it
is
there,
east.
trust me there.
Okay.
This is North Carolina, which is like a southern state. That is
Yeah, but it's
North Dakota, which exists. North Virginia. Does Virginia have two things?
I don't know. NO looks like a red herring.
Says no.
What's that then?
New Orleans, though, perhaps?
New
New
Orleans,
Orleans.
perfect.
Cool,
What's that? That
cool.
doesn't exist then.
Num.
Right. Carolina is in the bottom. You say Orleans. Orleans is towards
Perhaps, I'm guessing.
that side of the
10
country.
Yeah, we got 10 seconds.
Virginia
let's
is
remix it.
even further that way. Dakota
And Carolina.
is.
That's looking good to me.
Those two are good.
Time. So if we could just straighten that up a little bit. Okay, what have you got as the furthest west? Which is the starting
We've
with the
got
list.
NC.
North Carolina.
What NC?
No, I'm afraid it's NV for Nevada.
I hear.
That's furthest west.
Interesting.
Next,
North Dakota.
it's
NV.
actually NM, New Mexico,
New
Okay.
Mexico.
Okay, we're in trouble.
which
That doesn't
you've got
exist.
as your red herring. Next,
It's not New Orleans, but that's what we thought it was.
no, it's just no, it's the red herring.
It's the red herring.
Next,
North Virginia.
no, that should be
That's in
North
Nevada.
Carolina.
New
And finally,
Hampshire.
New Hampshire is all the way over there. You are quite right. It's worth a
Give
point.
it a chance.
So just to clarify, the sequence was Nevada, New Mexico, North Dakota, North Carolina, New Hampshire. No was the red herring. So you both got a point in that round. What does that do to the scores? Well, Radio 2, you're now on 8 points. Boss, bring it back. You're now on 12 points. Still a difference of 4 points. Anything could happen after the accumulator tower. Round 3 is the accumulator tower. 90 seconds of rapid quickfire questions. Every time they get a question right, the teams can build a layer of their accumulator tower. Each tower that they build is made up of cups and plates. And the first layer is worth 1 point, the second layer that they build is worth 2, the third layer 3, and so on and so forth. The towers can be quite unstable, so you can build 2 towers at any one time. The towers are scored separately though, so one big tower is worth more than 2 eeny-weeny towers. Team, bring it back. You are going first. You're currently in the lead. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Your 90 seconds begin now. Peter, Lois, Chris, Stewie and Brian Griffin star in which cartoon?
Family Guy.
Correct. They start the tower. Which 2011 Reading Festival headline act had hits with Starlight, Time is Running Out and Supermassive Black
Muse.
Hole? Muse is correct. In the TV franchise CSI, what does CSI stand for?
Crime scene investigation.
Yes, or investigator, absolutely fine.
Newtown Police.
Next question. In which Shakespeare play does the quote to be or not to be occur?
Hamlet.
Correct.
It's going that way. Don't.
That's a good tower.
What is the next word in this nursery rhyme? Tinker, tailor, soldier?
Spy.
No, sailor. Complete the name of this John le Carré novel. Tinker, tailor, soldier?
Spy.
Correct.
Well done, well done.
The River Liffey runs through which European capital city?
Pass.
It's Dublin. The Saxo was a car made by which manufacturer?
Citroen.
Correct. You've got half minutes. Which word connects the front part of certain hairstyles and an annual Edinburgh Comedy
Fringe.
Festival? Yes. Which of the following cities first had a university? Reading, Edinburgh or Paris?
Edinburgh.
It was Paris. What is the freezing point of water in Fahrenheit?
Pass.
32. Which author wrote the books It, Carrie, Christine and Cujo?
Stephen King.
Yes. 6 seconds.
Silly.
The Guggenheim Art Museum's in which city? New York or Lisbon?
Lisbon.
It's New York anyway. That's the end.
There we go, saved us.
I like to say I'm disassociating with this team with lack of ambition. I could have got 8 high and we'd have won and been able to sit back for the last round.
As it stands, you've got 2 towers, 4 high, 10 points for each tower. That's worth 20 points. Team Radio 2, your 90 seconds are about to begin. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
That's beside the point. Anyway, your 90 seconds begin now. Also the name of a musical instrument. What's the name for the glass that champagne should traditionally be served in? In which British county are the Mendip Hills?
Somerset.
Correct. In which ITV game show do contestants take part in tasks inside a giant 3D perspex shape, correct, whose height, width and length are all the same size?
Back towards you.
Which of the following would a cruciverbalist have as a hobby, gardening or crosswords? Correct. Halfway through the time. Which bird is the subject of this folklore? 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl.
Magpie.
Correct. Oh, you'll like this. What is the chemical symbol for krypton? Kr or Ky? Kr is correct.
No.
Start on down.
Babe Ruth is the leading US figure in which sport? Correct. 10 seconds. Start a new town. Which is further from sea level, the top of the highest mountain or the bottom of the deepest
Bottom of
sea?
the deepest sea.
Correct. At over 50 years, oh, that's time up, so you have to find out what that question is next week. So you have 1 tower with 2 layers worth 3, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 tower worth 21, giving you 24 points in that round. I think Tim's quite happy about that. So with 3 rounds down, 1 to go, we're on the edge of our seats. It's all to play for. Both teams have 2 to the 5 points. Or in modern parlance, each team is 32 points. Round 4 is the Super Accumulator. 10 questions on the buzzers, fastest finger first. Buzzing, get the question right, and they'll get the points right for that team for that question. 1 for 1, 2 for 2, all the way up to question 10, worth 10. But buzzing, get it wrong, you lose the points. So be 1 teams. I'll also hand it over to the team, and they can buzz in and potentially get it right or wrong and win or lose points. Clear as mud?
Yes.
Good. 10 questions on a theme. The theme this week, I'm going to be passing gas. Enough about my medical problems again. Something in the answers relates to types of gas. Here's question 1 for 1 point. It's all to play for. Scores are tied. 1 for 1. What name is given to the small structure traditionally made of glass in which plants that need to be kept warm? Doug.
Greenhouse.
Greenhouse. Yes, greenhouse gas. For 2 points. Which character in the game of Cluedo has a military rank? Tom.
Colonel Mustard.
Colonel Mustard Gas. Correct. For 3 points. In the internet chat abbreviation ROFL, or ROFL, what does the L stand for? Tom.
Laughing.
Laughing gas. Correct. Collectively, how are the islands of the United Kingdom, Ireland, and the Isle of Man known? Anyone? Do you not know what the British Isles are? British gas being through there. So that was worth 4 points. For 5, what are the steps or layers that wedding cakes are traditionally prized of? Sammy.
Tears.
Tears. Tear gas there. For 6 points. What soft, fluffy sweet is traditionally placed on skewers and toasted over bonfires? Doug. Marshmallows. Marsh gas. For 7 points. Who was the Roman goddess of wisdom? The Greek equivalent being Athena. Tom. Oh dear.
It's not Athena.
You're right, it's
Yeah.
not Athena.
No, I'm right, so 7 points.
7 points taken away, and I'll hand it over to the other team.
I'm not even going to try.
I got a pain.
I did classics.
Okay, that was nerve
They
gas.
lose 7
there.
points.
I think there still could be points enough for you to win. Let's find out.
Just
Question 8 for 8 points. In maths, also known as the counting numbers, what type of number includes all positive integers? Anyone? That's natural numbers, natural gas. For 9 points, in which BBC Three programme does Johnny Vegas play Moz, a small-time drug dealer? Cameron.
Ideal.
Ideal guess, correct, for 9 points. And 10 for 10, you might need to think a bit laterally here. What did Marie Curie win after inventing the door knocker? She also won this in physics.
Nobel Prize?
Yes, Nobel gas, Nobel Prize. She won a door knocker. She didn't really, that was the joke part. She also won this in physics in 1903, in chemistry in 1911. Nobel Prize. This is going to be close. That is the end of the quiz. Very tense round. Scores are close. You both actually gained points, whereas last time you were here in your respective rounds, you both lost points. So that is an achievement. So very well done. What are the final scores? Team Radio 2, you're on 44 points. Is that enough? Team Bring It Back, you're on 49 points.
Yes!
And are this week's winners.
Good job, guys.
I'm afraid Radio 2, this makes you the losingest team with Radio 2. You do put the rad in radio.
Yeah.
But this means you get another prize, and this week the prize is a duck call.
Genuinely honest.
That's a bit better. Who wants the green one with my spit on? And I tell you what, I'll wipe it. There we go. One for each of you. Your own personalised duck call.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming back and still losing. Team Bring It Back, we'd like to see you in the semi-finals this time.
Well,
We'd
we're
love
going
to
to
see
like
you.
that as well.
So, it's a goodbye and a duck call from Team Radio 2. It's Bring It Back's goodbye.
We.
And I'll see you, accumulators.